joining this particular session. I've been hosting a series of personal leadership development. Excuse me, and this is and today's episode is about goal setting. And first, I want to ask about what's your perspective about goal setting? Are you one of those people that feel like, oh, goal setting is a must? Goal setting is something I need to do and I must do, or I don't have to go do goal setting. I would just go with the flow. So take a few minutes to tell me or put in the comment section what's your approach to goal setting. For me, I think or my opinion is goal setting is needed. But I must I must admit that there was a time that I had to doubt this goal setting thing. Now, do we have to set goals every year? Let's just keep doing what we are doing. If we get there, fine. As long as we keep working, we'll definitely get there or get somewhere. But the issue with that approach, I realized, was that it doesn't make one have something in mind. You don't have a target that you're trying to achieve. It's like you're beating the air. Anyone that walks, I would go with it. So the reason why goal setting is very good, is very important, is because it keeps us in focus. We have a target, we have something we are trying to get to. Let's take, for example, you want to buy a red car. There's something about when you set a goal that you want to buy. I don't know if it happens to you, but it has happened to me a couple of times. For no reason, if I'm driving, I just start seeing red cars. Is it that the red cars have not always been there? The red cars are always there. But just because there is a shift in my mindset or in my subconscious, I know that I'm looking for a red car. I want a red car. I'm looking forward for a red car. I just begin to see red car. When a red car, I'm like, no, that's a red car. Or even the brand of a car. Once you say you want to buy this brand of cars, for example, you will just keep driving and you just start seeing that brand of that car. I was talking to someone. I was having one of the mastermind I usually host with a group of professionals, and we're talking about networking. And I was asking, what's your goal for networking? And the person was like, okay, I'll just go out there and I'm going to network. We're like, okay, fine. I understand you go out there to network, but the truth is you have to be specific. So what's the goal for the networking? Who do you want to meet? Let's say my intention is to build a real estate business or something. My focus will be on meeting people who are in real estate, people who have had that experience, who are either working in that space or know somebody that's working in that space. So the kind of event I definitely want to start looking out for is something in real estate. That's the same thing with goal setting. Let's say as a mom, I'm saying this year I want to make, or the upcoming year I want to make memorable moments. I want to go this kind of parks. I want to do camping. In fact, I'm sure by the time you even put just one campaign on your Google set box, the other ads you'll be seeing is camping, camping, camping. Now, I want to ask you a question. Where do you think that this ad agent or advertising agent got that insight from? I believe it's something that's a natural instinct. Just the way the moment you say that you want something, you start seeing them on the road. Somebody must have just come up and say, if naturally, the moment you have something in your subconscious, you start attracting it, then let's also put that in technology. So the same way you would see that it just happen naturally. That's the same way people are taking that ideas and putting that in technology, in the technological space. Also, how can you also use that and that's another reason why I believe goal setting is also very important right now. Imagine writing down all your goals. These are the things that you want to do, and maybe you just pop one of them every month or every week on Google itself. You will start getting opportunities. I remember there was a time that one of the things I wanted was scholarship or fellowship programs, and I put it down on Google, like, oh, available fellowship programs, available scholarship. I started seeing, oh, scholarship opportunities, fellowship opportunities, scholarship opportunities. And I guess I probably clicked on liked one. And subsequently I kept seeing. So that's what did that do? It kind of like helped me keep my goal in focus. My mind was, even when I'm not, even at the point when I'm like, okay, I'm not even interested in this fellowship or scholarship thing, I still kept seeing those posts. I still have them. I think I still saw one this morning. Is every day it's always popping up. And obviously, I'm like, oh, should I still even be thinking about this fellowship thing or scholarship thing that I've probably abandoned? That's what goal setting does for you. And that's more impactful when we have them written. If you write down those goals, write it in a place that you see them. Even when you feel like, is this something that I can achieve? Is this something that is doable? Even when you feel that way. Well, because yeah, in fact, I have one that is directly in front of me. As a matter of fact, when I wrote down that particular goal, I did not really believe in it because my mentor told me that when we are having like, this is my mentor, my coach, we're having a discussion, and it was like, you have to put down your goal. I need you to have a vision board. And I'm not into this vision board thing like that. I know what I want, it's on my head. But after a series of learning, I realized that it was helpful. And now, do I believe in it? I do. Because when I put it up initially, I'm like, even me, I was not even staring at it. I just take my eyes off it. I'm like, how do I ever have to achieve this? But after a while, I got comfortable with it. I got comfortable saying it that, oh, I'm this person. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to be. So it's a stage process. First, you put in that goal, especially when you're at, I haven't that point. I hopefully I'll get to reach that point when we talk about how far do you set your goal. Okay, I guess I should just touch it. Let's just go with the flow. How far do you set your goal? There are times that one, you need to set goals that are very attainable, goals that keep you in, that gives you momentum every day. So you break it down in such a way that you are always winning. So let's say, for example, I want to write a book. For those of you that have been following on LinkedIn, you know that I'm now in my author phase, the author phase of my life where I'm writing books. I finished writing one of my very first book, and that one is currently with one of the people working on other aspect of the book that I need to get it done. But I'm writing my second book. Now, how do I motivate myself to get my book done? Is to make it so simple and say, Sandra, what if you just jot down the thoughts in your head? I'm not saying write a complete page, but every day make sure that you are stimulating that writing thing inside of you. Every day you are writing. That what's that doing? It's making me win. Oh, yesterday I did it. Another example I'll also give you is exercise, right? When I started, there was a time when I said I wanted to be very serious with my exercise. I would, in fact, I think I'll call it a sprint. I'm just going to make it very fast. And then I started gasping for breath. I was tired. I would stop. But I realized that, okay, why don't you just slow down? When I slowed down, I knew I could go for a longer period of time. It was just doable, right? It was just doable. And each day when I keep going there, it's as if the other days I'm like, oh, you've not done exercise today. There's just something that I feel like you have to do it. That's how setting a goal. How do I set goal? That's working. You have a particular goal that is set in such a way that you win. I'll give you for example, if someone should say you should arrange a game in such a way that you are the winner. Think about it. How would you arrange it in a way that you're the winner? So when you're crafting your goals, you want to craft it in a way whereby you are winning. You are the winner. You are the winner. That's how you want to craft your goal when you're setting a goal. Then also another way that you could also set goal is setting goal that is also outside, that takes you outside of your comfort zone, and you can do that gradually. When you're doing that gradually, obviously you're giving yourself momentum, but you're also setting the goal that is even far away above your comfort zone, right? And how did I, what of things that has helped me, has it ever worked for me? Yes, it has worked for me. It makes me, what that really does for me, that it makes me say that don't do things that are really below your expectations. Stretch yourself. That's another word. Stretch yourself. Just set it a little bit higher. I know it's going to be tough, but set it a little bit higher. I used to remember when I was when I was much more younger, my dad will see maybe a particular examination or something, and they'll say, oh, Sandra, I want you to write this exam. And they'll be like, oh, I know that this may be very tough for you. You're not you're not in that class yet that should be writing this exam, but I want you to just do a trial on it, and there was no anxiety sometimes, because most time we set goals that gives us this anxiety, and you're looking at the goals and you feel like you're tense. He was like, even if you don't hit it, it's fine, but you want to make sure that you have stretched yourself. And that has really, really helped me. Most of us, I'm sure you've had that experience. It's so fundamental to development, to building your confidence. Now you can also apply it. Yes, you have this goal that's outside of your comfort zone, but don't come to the end of the year and you feel like, oh, I did so bad, I did so poorly, I never got there. That's not what we're trying to say. In fact, one thing I wrote my note is create different tactics. So for example, you have the first goal whereby you are absolutely winning easily, and you're hitting certain goals, because at the end of the day, you really want you want something that you can say that, oh, this is how I spent my time, this is very meaningful to me. And talking about meaningful, I talk about the last session of video that I did was aligning your goals with your value. I'll put in LinkedIn, the YouTube link. I was having troubles with navigating all the LinkedIn stuff, and but I guess now I'm a little bit good with it, right? So you can see that one. So you want to set that first goal, that plan that you have, that you know, oh, this is definitely doable. It won't, it I would be on my toes, but it's very attainable. And you want to have another goal that stretches you out, that takes you outside of your comfort zone. And you really want to set another one that takes you, you know, that wow, this is way, way, way out of my comfort zone, right? But I'm doing the one that I know it's super easy for me to do right now. Not, I don't want to use the word super easy. It's not easy, but it's worthwhile. I don't want to use the word easy, but I know this is something I can hit. This is something I can win. And this one, I would need to push a little bit for the second one. But yes, it is doable. It will stretch me. It will make me learn more, even if I don't hit the goal. But when I leave there, I know that I've left with something that helps me tomorrow to come back to face it. And you want to also set opportunities for the way that you feel far. The funny thing, like, oh, why do I set something that is way far? I would say is believe in what you're setting. Believe in what you're setting. And that's just because of the question of opportunities. Because let's say if you've never talked about, okay, I'll use myself for example. When I was trying to move from Nigeria to the United States, when I was setting goals for the US, it was like, how do you get a job in the US while in Nigeria? But because that was there, guess what happened? It was like my brain waves just pop up. The moment the US plan was like, okay, let's try the US, the opportunities for the US just start showing up. I started going to social media platform that I started seeing opportunity for US. Some I tried. Oh, in fact, let me even say I did of over 150 applications, like every day. If I'm trying to be very modest, I would say 150, because every day I'm either doing like 20 applications or something. Because I didn't even know if I was going to hit the goal or miss the goal. I was like, we'll just give it a trial. That's why I can confidently say it's still very good to set one that you know that, oh, this might be way above, because you just see the opportunities, even if you don't get it this day, but you even know, okay, what are the criteria for meeting it? That's what it gives you. What are the criteria for meeting it? So this talk is supposed to be for 15 minutes. I'm not going to I have other points on goal setting. So hopefully I'll be here tomorrow and then we can touch more areas of goal setting. Please, I want you to tell me something that you have learned, because this is also part of my own goal setting, making sure that I'm putting myself out there. I'm also sharing knowledge, helping to develop people. That's also part of my own goal setting plan. So I want you to please tell me something you liked about it. I also want you to please comment, like, and share. Thank you for your time. Whether you're listening to me live or you're watching the replay, I do appreciate your time. My name is Sandra. I'm a certified public accountant. I'm also a coach, a leadership development consultant. Thank you so much. Bye. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Bye.